You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about what is the big topic, the ongoing topic, and it will be the ongoing topic for about another month to 6 weeks because the Olympics gets involved in this. But it will be Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Now, I don't even believe it should be a conversation, but the mainstream sports media, the woke sports media, and their pundits and people like Dawn Staley are continuing to have Angel Reese in the Rookie of the Year conversation. It's baffling to me, but we know, look, they are looking to check boxes. Angel Reese obviously checks some boxes in an activist basketball league. So they're trying to continue to portray a narrative of two basketball players with one of them that's a skill level that's so far more superior than the other. I still am baffled this is a discussion. But it's partly because of the rivalry that was going on in college. And I hate to say it, but I think there's some other issues at play involving this scenario too. I think it's turned into a black versus white thing, at least on the Angel Reese side. I'm just keeping it real, all right? I don't think they want the straight white girl to win the Rookie of the Year, and I think that is a priority. There, I just said it out loud. So, enter in Dan Patrick. Now, of course, Dan Patrick is one of the GOATs, one of the old school guys from ESPN. Now he's, of course, been with NBC Sports for a long time. He's got his own show. He was one of the best Sports Center anchors of all time. He would be on that Mount Rushmore of back in ESPN days where ESPN was actually something you wanted to consume. And along with guys like Chris Berman and those kind of guys from that era when ESPN was really good. Now it's unwatchable dog shit. So Dan Patrick comes out and says what I think a lot of us really believe. That this shouldn't even be an argument. There is no argument. And, by the way, kind of takes a shot at Dawn Staley in this too. Sports radio host Dan Patrick recently shared his take on the WNBA's Rookie of the Year debate, giving his nod to Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark. This is not the first time he's come out and poo-pooed all over this Angel Reese shit. I mean, honestly. He said, would anybody even know who Angel Reese is without Caitlin Clark? That's the question. He's not wrong. Following the Fever, well, number one, nobody would be watching. That's a big one. Following the Fever's 81-74 victory against the talented Minnesota Lynx on Sunday, Patrick shared his thoughts on the Rookie of the Year conversation. You know what's wild? Clark's got victories over the Liberty, 2 victories over the Mercury now, two victories over Angel Reese's own team, the Sky, and got a victory over the Minnesota Lynx. But somehow, some way, this is still a conversation that's got Angel Reese involved. It's kind of weird, and it shows you exactly the narrative that the mainstream media is trying to keep at play, especially ESPN. I mean, honestly. Here we go.
Through the legs. Caitlin's not doing that. She can do that. But that was a big win. And right now they're in the playoff race. But there's still a lot of basketball left to be played. And even, you have people, everybody has their opinion on who's the Rookie of the Year. And Dawn Staley, great coach, South Carolina, came out and said, well, this is expected of Caitlin Clark. She's supposed to be great. She's not the Rookie of the Year. Angel Reese is, because that's a surprise, which to me is wrong, because Angel Reese was the best player on the team that won a national championship in college. It's not like she came out of nowhere. And she's been a really consistent player. But you don't say, well, that person, should LeBron not have won the Rookie of the Year because he was supposed to win it? Like, wait, we're creating arguments here. And really, there's none. Angel Reese has had a really good year. A double-double is something that we can go, oh, I can grab a hold of that. Man, she's got double-doubles. Okay. She does just about every night. Caitlin Clark has a bullseye on her back every single game. You must stop her. I don't think you look at Chicago and go, boy, if we stop Angel Reese, we're going to win. And that's why this is a silly argument. Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year.
Okay. I mean, it's a silly argument. I agree. And that double-double streak, I mean, that thing was fraudulent, and everybody knows it. This is one of the more interesting stat breakdowns I've seen in a while. Caitlin Clark is the only rookie and one of only 3 players in the whole league. Collier and Breanna Stewart is the other one in the top 20 in 5 key stat categories. One of only 3 players. She's a rookie. These other 2 players are not even rookies. She's 14th in the league in scoring. She's 19th in rebounding. First in the league in assists. She leads the league in assists. She's 9th in steals. And this might be the most embarrassing stat, and I keep bringing it up, for Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark is averaging nearly a block a game. She's 14th in the league. Angel Reese is 35th in the league in blocks. And she's 4 inches higher. I mean, seriously, you're taller by 4 inches. You're 20 spots behind Caitlin Clark in block shots. And, of course, she's not even involved on assist. Yeah, she leads the league in rebounding. And she's 10 spots behind Caitlin Clark in points scored. This is not an argument. I mean, seriously, it's really not. It's an argument that a certain section of the fandom wants you to believe is an argument. It's not an argument. You know, again, Vegas, runaway. It's a runaway across all these sporting. I went back and checked them yesterday. FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM. It's Caitlin Clark by a mile. I'm sure I'll get crushed for this, but oh well, it's true. Both of their stats are inflated too, just in opposite ways, which nobody's going to want to hear. Caitlin turnover numbers are crazy high. I thought this was interesting. Largely because her teammates have hands like feet. I mean, seriously, at times it's like they can't catch the ball. And I can't handle a large portion of the pass, and they can't handle a large portion of the passes she makes. There are multiple videos, compilations showing it. Yeah. I mean, seriously. Of just her teammates blowing passes that are right to them. And Angel Reese misses more layups than any pro hooper I've seen, but grabs tons of boards because of it. It inflates those numbers. Proven by the barely 40% field goal percentage, absurdly low for a player who takes 95% of her shots from low in the paint. Both are very good rookies, yes, but it isn't close here. I mean, I don't see it as close either. I don't get the argument. I don't understand it. But again, this has turned into a media-driven narrative because there's propaganda at work for the activist basketball league. I mean, honestly, all you had to do was listen to the Lynx game against the Indiana Fever this past Sunday, and Monica McNutt of ESPN, who's on First Take, gave that absurd Rookie of the Year take like a week ago, got crushed for it, went mega viral, got crushed in the dust. All you had to do was listen to her call that game. She can't stand Caitlin Clark. It oozes out of the pores of some of these players, these coaches like Cheryl Reeve and Becky Hammond, and some of these commentators and pundits in the media. We know why this is. We see it in politics all the time. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.